Welcome back to the PigSkin podcast. This is episode 17. Again, I am Dalton. This is Sebastian. Sorry for the delay. All right, I just had to go through finals. This guy's been getting job interviews. We're busy guys. So, yeah, coming
How'd you
back.
do on your finals, by the way? Let the people know.
Dude, I aced one of them. I got 100 on one of them.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Did you steal signs?
Yes. I called old boy up. Yeah, Connor Stallions up. My business statistics assignment, and I was like, "Hey man, what's this one?" He was like, "It's holding up boards." No, it wasn't. It wasn't proctored. I just used Chegg. So, anyways, like I said, it's been a little bit of a layover. Apologize for that. We should be back to regularly scheduled programming starting next week. This is Thursday, December 7th. Recording this currently during the Patriots are putting on a clinic against the Steelers on how to not pick number one overall.
Thank you, Pittsburgh.
So this episode, we're going to talk about a little bit about the transfer portal. We have the Heisman finalists revealed. Obviously, we have the playoff. We're going to touch on that. And then we'll give we'll preview the NFL games this weekend as well as giving our picks. Do you have anything you want to say before we jump into this?
No. I mean, we can go straight in. There's been a lot that's happened, so let's go ahead and cover it.
There has been a lot that happened. Regarding to OU, as of right now, OU has 12 players in the transfer portal. Really, technically 15 overall. If you count Jason Llewellyn, Tawee Walker, and
Jason Llewellyn, Tawee Walker. I know Dylan Gabriel's going. I mean, he's probably going to Oregon. That might be a lock. But people are saying he could go to USC.
Which I wouldn't be happy, but I wouldn't hate him for it.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. It's a business decision. I mean, Lincoln Riley's he's put a lot of guys number one overall in Heisman. Yeah. But the only thing I would have for that is that offensive line was bad.
Yeah. Caleb had to run for his life last year.
So if he's watching tape and he saw what happened last season with Caleb Williams, I mean, he's gonna have to get paid the bag to go to USC.
Oh yeah. I think Oregon's the best fit for him, to be honest. With everything they got going on there.
Yeah, especially if Troy Franklin stays for another season, he has a big weapon to throw to.
Oh, 100%. And also, Oregon's going to be a perennial power. Going into the Big Ten, Oregon's got a shot to make the playoff again. Or make the playoff next year. Obviously, they didn't make it this year. But Oregon's got a shot to compete for a national title next year.
Yeah.
So, and he could slot right in there. He's got a shot to break all the NCAA passing records. Now, he may not catch I can't remember. Yeah, no, not Case Keenum. Dude from Boise State. Damn it. He was the coach.
I thought Case Keenum was the top of all the leaderboards.
I thought it was dude from Boise State. Damn it. What is his name?
Well, either way. I mean,
either way, he's got a chance to. I think he's about a little bit over 4,000 yards off. This year he passed for 3,300. So it's not entirely impossible. Maybe next season he throws for 35, 3,600. Maybe they make the playoff as in the 12-team playoff and they get a quarterfinal, maybe a semifinal game, and he gets 2 or 3 additional games. He could break the record.
Well, he's trying to improve his draft stock. I mean, that's the main reason you wouldn't go to the NFL. I mean, he probably didn't. I mean, with the guys that are going in the NFL, like the quarterbacks that are, graded to draft pretty high, it's an important position, and he's probably behind. I mean, he's what would you say, maybe 15th on the board?
Yeah, he's certainly.
He's better than a lot of dudes, but just because
he's better than a lot of dudes, but he doesn't physically fit the bill.
Yeah.
Mentally, top of the line. Physically, I don't know. You know what I mean? His ability to process the game is a lot better than most because he's played so much football.
Yeah.
But his physical skill set isn't all the way there. I think from what I heard, the plan was to go to the NFL this year. But a lot of the reports he was getting, his draft grades, he was getting bad. Probably what he was hearing from NFL scouts just wasn't really to his liking. Also, it is a business decision. At the highest, what is he, a 5th-round pick in the NFL, 4th or 5th-round pick? He's going to make a few $100,000 guaranteed and then maybe a couple million over his career. He can go make $2, $3, $4 million at Oregon now. you know,
Yeah, yeah,
and
he could.
continue to build his brand.
Phil
And
Knight will pay him the bag,
yeah, yeah. I mean, he'll make.
which I know. I mean, it's NIL. But did you see the NCAA? They're wanting to create
Yeah,
like
a
a
separate subdivision where
yeah.
schools can directly pay their players. I saw they were trying to put it in like educational trusts or some shit like that.
Well, yeah,
Where it was broken down to
that's what they want to do, and I think football athletes are going to benefit the most, like
Oh,
compared to
100%.
the other student athletes, just because of
Yeah.
the revenue it brings in. But on to like Dylan Gabriel going to Oregon. Uh, I mean, it was either go to the NFL or go to a different. I mean, he knew that the team was heavily invested on Jackson Arnold. And
Yeah.
so Jackson Arnold's probably going to start the bowl game. I know it's not official that he has transferred, but
I
I mean at
there's
this point,
no
yeah,
way I see him staying nor even playing in the bowl game. I'm almost 100% certain he'll have his commit figured out in the next week or so.
yeah.
It'll move fast. But I mean, you heard some people say like Mississippi State, that's going backwards. Like he needs to continue to. Now, obviously, Jeff Lebby would be there, but he's in the process of completely rebuilding that program. Like he needs to go somewhere where he has a shot to even win a title.
Well,
Imagine what Dylan
in
Gabriel's
this,
legacy is if he wins a title with Oregon, bro.
yeah,
It would hurt him not doing it at OU, but it'd be pretty badass.
yeah. I don't necessarily. I wouldn't see it as a step back personally if he went to Mississippi State. Like he knows that he's probably not going to start next year for Oklahoma. Which, if he were to stay at Oklahoma, I would want him to start over Jackson Arnold just one more
Oh,
season,
100%.
just
Yeah.
because he's got the experience and he knows the offense.
Yeah, but if he
But
stays, who
the
says
team is
Jackson doesn't
heavily
leave?
invested in their 5-star quarterback.
Yeah.
So transferring to a school where he's got a legitimate shot to start, even if it's Mississippi State, makes sense. And I know Jeff Lebby's trying to get that NIL program kind of
Going.
stabilized.
Yeah.
And so a highly touted quarterback was where you want to start.
You know what I think would be sick to see him go? I mean, Oregon, I feel like is probably the best fit for him, but a place that I would think would be sick for him to go to,
Where?
Ohio State or Michigan.
Yeah, Ohio State.
Dude,
Ryan Day's only shot to, get rid of his Michigan problem.
yeah. Dylan Gabriel, that'd be sick.
Which, by the way, Jim Harbaugh and Michigan are trying to work out a deal. It's a
Yeah.
contract extension.
Was it 5
Uh,
years, like 11 million a year or something like
yeah.
that?
Harbaugh, come on, you don't want to stay in college football, especially if you win the Natty this year. If you somehow get past Bama and then get past Washington in the national championship game, you want to come to the NFL. You know that it still is lingering on you that your brother beat you in a Super Bowl. The chance to do it.
Somehow get past Bama and Washington, so they don't even play Texas. Do we have your playoff picks already?
Okay. Well, before we do that, we'll get in. You know what? Let's go ahead and get into the bowl games.
Well, you don't want to talk about Danny Stutzman?
Well, yeah. So he's going to the NFL. Smart kid, business decision. He's probably going to go second round. I mean, I think he's a top 5 linebacker this year going into
especially
the
with his injury. It probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense for him to come back and risk it again.
Yeah, people are saying it's a mistake. Come on, let the kid live his dream. He did everything he could for OU, and he looked fantastic.
Plus, hey, well, obviously Danny Stutzman is that fucking dude. You telling me we get Kip Lewis, Kobe McKenzie, maybe a portal linebacker, Jaron Kanik another year in the defense, Lewis Carter, Samuel Masigo, like on top of the guys we're bringing in.
Yeah,
defense gonna be fine next year.
Yeah, the defense will be okay. It'll take a couple of years for them to be like nationally recognized as like a top 5 defense when everything gels. But yeah, I'm happy for Danny.
I am too.
I'm happy for him. I hope he finds success.
Billy Bowman's leaning towards staying, from what I've heard, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
He needs to stay if he stays on the field throughout the entire season.
Oh yeah.
Just interchange like RSJ and Peyton Bowen and maybe move Makari Vickers to corner, even though he's a safety.
No. So from what I've seen, Billy Bowman sees himself as the guy that's going to lead OU's defense in the SEC next year.
Good.
And he wants to stay because he wants that responsibility.
Yeah. And then Ethan Downs is going to be the guy to lead PJ to the promised land.
And David Stone.
Yeah, according to his conversations with Ted at Rudy's.
I need to go to a couple of those, man.
Yeah, but
Rudy's
yeah, well, everybody's entering the transfer portal. Ohio State, they've had a lot of guys entering the transfer portal.
Especially on defense.
Yeah, rumors are that Ryan Day may be going to the NFL.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of a coward move, right?
Yeah.
Like just to leave before you can overcome Michigan.
Yeah. You're not the coach at Ohio State.
Well, listen, Ohio State, I mean, they're kind of like a program that's, like tier 2. They're under Oklahoma and Alabama. So like, I get it. It's kind of hard to coach there and get all the recruits and make the national championship. I mean, he wants to go to a big time program, probably in the NFL, because, Ohio State blows. So they can't get past Michigan.
You sound like Lincoln Riley there, man.
Is Ryan Day the new
defensive talent? Oh man, no, but yeah, there's a ton going on. Everything's on fire. Hey, now one thing I have been keeping my eye on. So there's been a particular team out in South Carolina that's been losing a lot of defensive talent that one Brent Venables brought in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of guys at Clemson that are in the portal.
5-star corner. If you guys, what's his name from Florida? A kid that went to Owasso is in the portal.
McClellan.
Yeah. Now, from what
BB you only have so many scholarships you can give out. So pick the right one. Like, don't try to get all these guys. I mean, you just can't. Like, not everybody's gonna, have Oklahoma as their top priority or as their top school. They'll interview. BV said that scholarships are going to be limited.
Mm-hmm. So from what BV said in the Alamo Bowl press conference earlier today, last year they got about 40 new scholarship guys between high school and the portal. This year they're looking to keep that number to about 35, 37. They already have 27 kids committed, give or take one or two, last minute National Signing Day things like Peyton Bowen last year. So OU is only looking about 8 to 10 portal guys, which is what you realistically want. You don't want to have to rebuild every single year through the portal. You want to have your high school
foundation.
Yeah, you want your foundation to be high school recruiting, and then you can just fill a couple holes as necessary, like a Jalen Conyers at tight end, like maybe Rocket Sanders. That'd be Rocket Sanders, dude. That'd be like P. Ryan and mix it again with him and Sawchuk. That'd be fire.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna happen, but you want to be able to just fill holes as needed through the portal. So it looks like that's what BV's got going on. But just some of the bowl games. I mean, the bigger bowl games of the year obviously are the playoff. And then we have the New Year's Six bowls and are using the Alamo Bowl. New England just scored another touchdown. Bailey Zappi to Hunter Henry. Yeah, holy shit.
Dude, I knew the over was gonna hit, and I knew New England was gonna win, and I was too chicken to put it in.
Tough one, isn't it? But
you know what? If I would have put it in, it wouldn't have happened. That's just how it always works.
But so
oh my god, he just went over on yards. I know.
Did he really?
Pissed, yeah.
One of the big stories has been coming up. Dude, he has 3 touchdowns and no picks. He is balling right now.
Yeah, they've given up. Is Bailey Zappi elite?
Is he? No, he's not. What do you think about the whole Florida State should boycott bowl season? What do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's just like them being left out. Okay, here's my take on
the Orange Bowl too. They're not playing in like the fucking Sun Bowl. Like they're playing in the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, that was always recognized as like a national, like in the 80s.
When OU beat Florida State in 2000 for the national championship, they played in the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, so the Orange Bowl's always been it was the Orange Bowl and the Rose Bowl were the two. Like they'd kind of go back-to-back years on which game was the national championship. So the Orange Bowl has always been a top bowl. That's a bowl you want to win. Like that and the Rose Bowl are like prestigious bowl win. Like if you win that's whether it's the actual national champion or not.
Yes.
Like you're recognized for that. Like it gets recruits in because,
those are big-time bowl games.
Yeah. Here's how I see it. So 2 things can be true. Florida State, they won all their games. They did what they were supposed to do. They earned a spot in the college football playoffs, and they got screwed. They got screwed. They absolutely did. That looks very bad on the bowl committee for leaving out an undefeated Power 5 champion.
Yes.
Here's the second truth. Playoffs are probably better with Alabama in it. So this is tough because this is like it doesn't matter who was going to be in. Somebody's going to be pissed. Like some school is going to be pissed. Bama
Which
was going to be
that's not a
pissed.
bad thing, by the way. I want to point that out. Your school's being pissed they got left out of the playoffs. Not a bad thing.
Explain.
Because that's pure competition, right? At its purest form of competition, someone's going to be pissed off. Whether it's like in the NFL where some team jumped you, you didn't have the tiebreaker, your team got left out. Or in the playoffs, your team deserves to be in, they got left out.
Yeah.
Or your team, Georgia fans should be pissed. They shot themselves in the foot. They're not in the playoff. So I don't think that's a bad thing.
I think it was kind of known that if Georgia lost this game, they weren't going to get in.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of like, hey, you're leaving out the 2-time national champion. But that's where like the bowl committee made the correct decision, and at the same time, they're very stupid. Yeah. Like the whole 4-team playoff, when you've got five power conferences, and you have a 4-team playoff. In a scenario where there probably are 5 or 6 teams that deserve a shot. Listen, I get it. Like expanding the playoffs means that regular season games probably aren't as what's the word I'm looking for?
Important.
Yeah, they're probably meaningful. They're not as meaningful. I don't think that's true.
Well, so
with the 12 team, with the 12 team, it makes sense. But like if you do like an 8-team or maybe like even a 6-team and just have the 1 and 2 as a bye.
Yeah. So my argument with that, or even like for the 12-team argument, my argument that regular season games become less meaningful. Especially look at the Big Ten. The Big Ten no longer is going to have divisions.
Yeah, that's true.
Ohio State, Michigan play rivalry week, right? Both undefeated going into that game. Michigan wins, Ohio State loses. Then next week, we get Michigan, Ohio State 2. Ohio State then beats Michigan. You're telling me in a 12-team playoff, Michigan's going to get left out of that? No, they're one of the best teams in the country. They were undefeated. Yeah. They beat one of the other best teams in the country, then lost to them the next week. So then that sets up a potential Michigan, Ohio State 3 in the same fucking season. Like, look, the game is dope. I love watching it every year. I don't want to see it 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you could say the same about OU Texas. You get the Red River game, get them in the SEC championship. You don't want to see it again in the playoffs. Unless OU wins every game. Then I'm fucking, that's fine. All right, I'll watch it every goddamn time. But that's just the thing to me. Also, and this is just random as shit, Oregon and Oregon State agreed to keep the Civil War going through 2034. Oklahoma State, what the fuck, man? Come on, we can do it. Let's keep Bedlam going.
They probably will. I can see it happening. I can see them signing an agreement.
No, Big 12's a petty fucking. Oklahoma State's a petty ass place.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Florida State being left out. I mean, they're going to play Georgia in the Orange Bowl. The playoffs are set. Oh, by the way, I mean we figured out why Florida State was left out of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It was DeSanctimonious.
Yeah.
Yeah. DeSanctimonious is the problem for it.
Is it?
Yeah, according to Donald Trump.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
Yeah. He said Florida State was treated very badly by the committee. They became the first Power 5 team to be left out of the college football playoffs. Really bad lobbying effort. Let's blame DeSanctimonious. So, yeah, at the time, Ron DeSantis, the governor for Florida, he didn't step up or say anything. And now he's lobbying like $1 million from taxpayers' money to set aside in case they want to revolt or sue the committee.
Be hilarious. Never happened, but it'd be so funny. Even if they did that, it would never go anywhere. But that would be even funnier.
And then Rick Scott issued a statement on, he wants the clear, transparent. He demands a clear and transparent statement as to why Florida State was left out. Politicians getting involved in sports, man. Well, this is like, if it's like a big deal, they'll have like their PR team basically come in and say, hey, this is a big deal. You need to step up, and then they'll, get some of the players' names wrong. So
yeah.
So yeah.
He's like Tavis Jordan. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Calm down.
Or they'll like was it Ted Kennedy? I don't remember, but yeah. So we can blame DeSanctimonious, and that's from Trump.
We're talking about the bowl games here, right? The most important game of the season is played this Saturday. The Army-Navy game.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's 2:00 on CBS this Saturday. Army's favored by 3.
People forget.
And both of those teams are both 5 and 6.
Yeah. Okay. Over 27 points?
No way. Well, what's the weather? Oh, it's 43 degrees. Not bad. Am I right or am I wrong? Not really. Am I right or am I right? Army-Navy games are the best when it's snowing.
Oh, yeah. Well, any game is the best when it's snowing.
Yeah, but Army-Navy especially. They're running the triple option in the snow. You can't see shit.
People forget. I mean, that's like the Armed Forces like powerhouse Super Bowl game.
That should just be. I mean, they play it every year, anyways. But that should just be the Armed Forces Bowl every year.
That's how we know we're near the end, though. That's what sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. See, Robert Kraft's going to be on game day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone tried saying there were rumors going around it was going to be Bill Belichick, but it's Robert Kraft. It's in Gillette Stadium this year, so.
Ooh. Well, yeah, it's in Foxborough. So does that mean Belichick gone? Okay, we'll stay tuned on that.
One of the guys from the Navy team, or the winning coach is the new Patriots coach.
Okay, so we've got in the playoffs, Michigan will go up against Bama in the Rose Bowl, and then Washington will go up against Texas in the Sugar Bowl. We got Georgia, Florida State. If Georgia doesn't revolt and lobby against it, and then we've got Ole Miss versus Penn State in the Peach Bowl.
Should we know you?
And then Missouri versus Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl, and then Liberty versus Oregon in the Fiesta Bowl.
Yep.
Liberty? What? Liberty?
I'd have thrown SMU in there.
Yeah. See, that's what I was saying. They're a good team. Yeah. They won their championship.
Mm-hmm.
And they had. Did you hear what Boo had to say?
No.
Kerrigan?
About
why Liberty was chosen?
Why?
He said because they won all their games. So.
Did you hear his reasoning for Ole Miss being ahead of OU?
Oh, quality win, quality loss.
No, quality losses was Missouri and Penn State. Ole Miss, open quote, the season they had, close quote. That's all he said.
What impressed them? Like, what was so good about
the season they had?
Let's go back and let's take a look at Ole Miss this season. Let's take a look at Ole Miss this season. Don't mind if I do. All right. Ole Miss, first game against Mercer, 73-7. Mercer stinks. They beat Tulane, 30-27.
Yeah, okay. But OU beat SMU, who beat Tulane.
Yeah, exactly. Then 24-10. I'm sure. That box score doesn't show how fucking bad Bama beat Ole Miss, like on the field. Then they beat LSU. Their defense stinks. They beat Arkansas. Arkansas stinks. They beat Auburn. Auburn stinks. Vanderbilt's not good. That game against Texas A&M was awful.
Yeah.
They got ass fucked by Georgia.
Yep.
Okay. Let's take a look at Oklahoma's season.
Now remember, Ole Miss, the season they had.
Yeah, so that was their season. Let's take a look at Oklahoma. They beat the shit out of Arkansas State, 73-0, which is, in my opinion, better than what Ole Miss did. They beat SMU, who only lost 2 games, and they won their conference championship against Tulane. Beat Tulsa.
Ole Miss beat.
Yeah. Then they beat Cincinnati. They beat the shit out of Iowa State. Oh, look at that. They beat Texas.
The best win of any season that any team had all year. Texas.
Well, I mean, don't lose to Kansas and Oklahoma State, and we're not talking about this.
That is
they're
true.
probably in the playoffs.
If they win either one of those games, they're playing in the Big 12 championship game. And if they win that, they're in the playoffs.
Well, they have 2 quality wins, but they have pretty bad losses. But I don't know. I think it would have been a better game, like Oklahoma versus Ohio State. That would have been a good game in
That
the
would have
Cotton
been
Bowl.
Cotton Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oklahoma versus Penn State, dude.
Yeah, good defense versus good offense.
OU would have won because Penn State fucking blows on offense.
I would have liked to play Ohio State.
I also would have liked to play Ohio State. I would have liked to play Missouri. Bring back the old Big 12.
Yeah.
Remember when Missouri was
pretty
number one in the country and was like going to win everything? They had Chase Daniel and OU went in the Big 12 championship game and beat the absolute shit out of them with true freshman Sam Bradford.
Well, that was just where Oklahoma was at the time, like as a program compared to Missouri. Then they fled.
They did.
We forget about Chase Daniels. Awesome quarterback.
He does great breakdowns on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Especially when he's talking about Jordan Love. He really.
Of course. Yeah, that's all. That's the only reason you care about Chase Daniel. But
I care about Chase Daniel.
Okay. I'm gonna do my prediction now.
Okay.
I think Washington beats Texas.
I agree. They beat them last year in the Alamo Bowl.
So Texas is good. They're really good. They got studs everywhere. T'Vondre Sweat, Byron Murphy, Alfred Collins. Ford is a great linebacker. 2 stud receivers that people don't really talk about because Roma Dunze and Marvin Harrison exist, but the receivers are studs.
And they have Jatavian
Sanders, fantastic tight end. They don't have a fullback, do they? Maybe that's what they're missing.
That's their issue. That's OU's issue. They don't have a fullback.
Yeah. Fullbacks matter, by the way. But the back end of their defense, so like their defensive back versus Washington.
That's the
Michael
thing.
Penix.
That's what I keep hanging my hat on when it comes to Washington in this game, is the fact that while Washington may not be able to establish the ground game like they want, they should be able to air it out on Texas all fucking day.
I think Washington may win it all.
They could, dude.
I don't have a dog in the fight, but
I mean, I want them to beat Texas.
Yeah, which is going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a better game than Michigan. I think it's going to be better than Michigan versus Bama. I could be wrong, but Bama's front seven, not Bama, Texas front seven is really good. So I feel like they're going to have a hard time running the ball. But Washington's good in the trenches.
They ran it down Oregon's fucking throat. Yeah. That left tackle for Washington
is good.
He's very good. Yeah, I mean, their whole offensive line is really good, but their left side is a strength.
Yeah. Washington's a good team. I don't know why we doubted them. I mean, on the last episode that we recorded, I thought Washington would win. Well, yeah. But I was kind of on the fence. I was like, Oregon's played really well. But, dude, Washington.
They really beat the shit out of Oregon in that game.
Yeah.
Like it was closer. The score was closer than it really was, in my opinion.
Well, the second half was a little different. But, like, when they passed the ball to secure they passed the ball, I think it was either to McMillan or Polk to secure the first down, and all they needed to do was run one more.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That was very impressive.
They ran the same play that the Chiefs did against the Browns in the playoffs a couple years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that play.
Yeah. The exact same play.
It was crazy.
But I agree. I think Washington can – look, I think –
they have the best quarterback in the playoffs.
Yes, by far. Look, there's – obviously this year is the first year I think in a while all 4 teams can do it. But in my list, it's Michigan, Washington, Alabama, Texas.
I don't know. I think
it's hard. I know I put them at 3, but it is very hard to pick against Alabama.
I don't think Bama beats Texas in a rematch.
Not the way Texas is playing, no.
No, I think Texas beats Bama again. I think Texas beats Michigan.
Really?
I think they could.
I think Michigan's too good, man.
Well, Michigan's really good. This is tough. All 4 teams are good in their own respective ways. Michigan's just they're not explosive enough.
They can be. They just haven't had to yet.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to against Bama.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you watch that Georgia game, their defense is for real.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take Michigan to win it all though.
You think so?
I think it's Michigan, Washington in the final, and I think Michigan wins.
Does Harbaugh stay?
Ooh, that's a good question. If I could, now I don't have a dog in the fight. Obviously, I want Texas to lose every game they ever play. But if it went my way, I would choose Washington is who I would want to win. But I think Michigan is who wins.
Yeah, think of what it does for that program if they win it all.
They only did it one other time, what, like 93 or something like that?
Yeah. Maybe Dylan Gabriel to Washington. I know he's going to Oregon, but still, they're gonna.
I'm so excited to see him in those Oregon uniforms next year, dude.
So does Ty Thompson transfer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to Washington.
Cam Ward might be going to Washington. He might be going to Ohio State.
Yeah, I think he goes to Ohio State. I think it makes sense. Marvin Harrison, I mean, he's still on he's going in the draft, but he keeps saying that he may
in the draft. Yeah. He's trying to get a little bit more money from Ohio State boosters before he goes.
Yeah.
We'll give you this. We'll give you this. Have my Lambo.
Guarantee it to me today, and then I'll make my decision.
Take my 18-year-old slut daughter. Like, maybe.
But where's her hotel room?
Yeah.
I like Florida State. I think they had an awesome season, but I think Georgia they probably win that game.
Yeah, no, they should destroy them. And honestly, look, I do agree with you the fact that Florida State's
defense is
their defense is very good, but they can't score with anybody, man.
Yeah.
Now Tate Wanamaker could. And look, the other dude they have that started, he's a true freshman. He's a 4-star for a reason, right? Like they have talent there. It's just inexperience.
Exactly.
And when you have inexperience playing someone like a Kirby Smart defense, it's kind of tough to overcome that.
Yeah.
The other big bowl games, obviously Ohio State, Missouri. Missouri might do it.
Yeah, Kyle McCord, he's entered his name in the transfer portal.
Yes.
He might not play. I don't know. I didn't see any reports on it, but
I don't think
don't take my word for it. He could play. He could not play.
Imagine he goes to like Clemson. Oh shit. That'd be kind of funny. See him go like Clemson.
No, I mean, I
don't think it happens.
I think Cape Klubnik. I think Dabo just loves him too much.
Yeah, Dabo's dumb.
He needs to put his players back on the PEDs, is what Dabo needs to do. To pray every day.
So Missouri is currently favored -2.5. I actually like that, dude.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Brady Cook, Theo Weiss, Luther Burden, and they
Cody
also
Schrader.
have the leading rusher, Cody Schrader, who won the Burlsworth.
I didn't know he was a walk-on.
Yeah, Drake Stoops got snubbed on that, but still.
I don't know. Cody Schrader.
He had a hell of a season.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because you bias and Stoops bias.
Yeah, no, we're super biased. Yeah, Drake Stoops should have won. Absolutely.
I think Missouri wins that game, dude.
I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. I think Liberty beats Oregon. Moving on. I'm just kidding. Could you imagine?
You think Ole Miss beats Penn State?
Liberty just gives
Imagine, dude, they go 14. They pull the fucking the UCF, the 2018 UCF. Yeah.
Well, didn't LSU win that game in the bowl?
No. That was the year UCF beat Auburn.
Was it the next year that UCF played LSU in a bowl game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because remember, that's when the Joe Burrow.
The hit happened, and then he just became a god.
Yeah. So CTE works in other ways, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. By the way, did you see Hayden Hurst?
Dude, yes.
Isn't that crazy?
That is so insane.
Football, man.
Have you seen Chandler Jones ever recently?
Well, yeah. So, his videos, it's kind of sad. That's a subject. I don't even.
So sad.
Yeah, I don't even know how to talk about that.
But it is funny to see his wiener on Instagram Live every now and then.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
He absolutely knew what he was doing.
He's got a big old donger too.
Yeah. Oklahoma plays Arizona in the Alamo Bowl.
I'm excited to see Jackson Arnold. But Jedd Fisch has a team.
Yeah, it's between him and Nick Saban for Coach of the Year.
You think so?
Yeah, and then maybe
Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah, Kalen DeBoer with that squad, which they have a really good team, but it's him, Nick Saban, and then Jedd Fisch, because Arizona's playing a bunch of freshmen and sophomores.
Dude, how is LSU still ranked inside the top 15? I know they have one of the best. Yeah, but still, dude, come on.
Brian Kelly hot seat. Get rid of him. He doesn't fit the LSU mold. That's just Bayou bias. Let's see. Jackson Arnold's gonna play.
I'm so excited for that.
Is Stoops gonna play?
I would assume so. There's no way Drake doesn't play.
No. Man, we could use a guy like Talby Walker though. Yeah.
That's why we need to go get Rocket Sanders.
Rocket Sanders.
Or, like I've been saying all year, put Kobe McKenzie's big fucking ass back there. Texas scored a touchdown with Devondre Sweat.
Or Jared Kanik.
Jared Kanik could do it too. Or Billy Bowman. Fuck it, dude. Just let Billy do it. Billy.
Yeah, the Utah approach.
Yeah, dude. Just put a safety back there. Bro, can we talk about how dumb these bowl names are? I miss like the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
Well, we have the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
We do have the Pop-Tarts Bowl. We have the Union Home Mortgage Bowl. Like, come on, bro. We don't need that dumb shit. We still have the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. That's the only one that really matters.
Who's playing in the Duke Mayo Bowl?
Will Levis. West Virginia and North Carolina. I forget West Virginia went 8-4 this year, dude. That's kind of crazy.
The Tax Act Texas Bowl.
Did you see people are calling that the Little Brother Red River game?
Yeah. It basically is.
Yeah. Oh, man. The Wasabi Fenway Bowl. Wait, is Boston College and SMU, are they playing in Fenway? At 10 a.m.? The
Wasabi Fenway Bowl. Yeah.
The Fenway Bowl. They're playing at Fenway Park.
Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Yes. The Barstool. I forget about the Barstool Arizona Sports Arizona Bowl.
Yep. It's Wyoming and
Toledo. The Rockets. Yeah. They should. Oh, we got the Bad Boy Mowers.
Yeah, shout out Coach Doug's.
We need to stop talking about bowl games. The Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. Jesus Christ. Anyways, you have any other bowl games you want to touch on?
No, I mean, since we have we've talked about everything. The Sanctimonious, bad lobbying effort, screwed over FSU.
Hey, I do want to point this out. We were talking about portal guys. Look, all AAC defensive linemen from UTSA, he's in the portal. Brent, go get him.
Yeah.
Hey, some say Brent was in San Antonio in the press conference. They've been out. They've been all throughout Texas.
Now Todd Bowles, he visited. Yeah, Todd Bowles, not fucking Bucks. Todd Bates. He went and visited David Hicks's dad, like his team.
Mm-hmm.
He was just doing some recruiting,
Hey, Dominic McKinley's down there,
Oh my God! Did the overhit? I'm about to be so pissed. It's right at it. It's right at 31. Shit.
Imagine no one scores another point. That'd be great, dude. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's move this on to let's do our hotspot and our dead zone. I'm gonna let you kick it off.
Okay, my hotspot is the resurgence of video games.
Okay.
Yeah, so with the new Warzone coming out for Modern Warfare 3, and then Fortnite had its largest, I guess update. It's large. Yeah, it had its.
They had Legos.
Yeah.
Imagine stepping on a Lego.
It had its largest, I guess you can call it attendance or gameplay that it's had since 2019, and then GTA 6 is coming out. They leaked the video.
Views their trailers gotten.
Yeah, so somebody leaked the trailer before the actual trailer came out.
That guy's dead.
No.
That guy's dead.
Rest in peace.
Look, if the FBI killed the guy that invented the engine that runs on water, that guy's fucking dead. Okay?
Yeah. So rest in peace to that guy.
Pieces. He's going.
Okay, I've got like a hot. I guess like I got an interesting take.
Okay.
Like an old man take. Video game graphics back in the day made video games way better than like the new like enhanced graphics.
Think so?
Yeah.
How
Gameplay now is just a lot more clunky with like the high definition graphics in video games nowadays. Also, I like the trailer for GTA 6, I couldn't tell the difference between like it being a video game and real life.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy how far graphics have come. But no, like the video game, like when video game graphics, like you remember when like GTA, like the first 3 came out and Vice City and San Andreas, like they were so fun to play, but also the gameplay didn't feel as clunky. You play like newer video games and it just, I don't know,
like
unless
Madden,
you have like
you played Madden anytime soon?
Yeah,
Recently?
dude. Yeah, I played like Madden like 21 when it came out. And I hated
Same exact game as now, by the way.
Yeah, I hated the gameplay. It didn't feel as fast. It didn't feel as like it felt a lot more clunky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
so you get
like
on
animation.
Madden 08. Yeah. You get on Madden 08, you can score a punt return or a kick return easy.
Yeah. We miss those days.
You could do cover 2 blitz every time and it's like an automatic sack or interception. Like it was easy.
Corner blitz from the flat, dude.
Yeah. Or just like the all out blitz.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Engage 8, but
yes,
2 corners and a safety back, and then just blitz 8 guys.
Yeah, but video games are on the up and coming again.
Yeah. Hey, I will say this game's a couple years old, but Spider-Man Remastered, all right, I got it on PC. That game's so fucking great. Maybe I should have got a PS5 instead of an Xbox. That shit's so fun.
But the old ones, like Spider-Man 1, 1 and 3.
I miss when Lego had a superhero game for everything. Remember all the Lego superhero games?
Yeah,
like the Lego Indiana Jones and all that shit.
Real nerdy shit.
Yeah, dude. Miss those.
I miss the old like GameCube games. You know, like the Nintendo 64. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember Super Mario Strikers? Did you ever play that?
Yes, dude.
Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. Super Mario RPG, Donkey Kong Country. That was my shit. And then you had to hop on the PlayStation 2, play some Madden. You know, or like NCAA.
I used to play NASCAR on the PS1, dude. The original PlayStation. I still have my original PlayStation.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Like the first PS1?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
my great grandma's
broke mine. We had our house broken into one time. And they smashed my PlayStation.
Someone stole my Xbox 360 when I was like 9. And then I got another one. Yeah, that guy's a bitch.
Fuck that guy.
Hey, and then we got NCAA 24 coming next year.
Yeah, we do. I hope they do that 25. Right.
Yeah.
Just don't make the graphics too realistic, you know, just what it looked like in NCAA 06 is fine with me. As long as the gameplay's good.
That's all I care about, man. If the gameplay's fun, that's all I care about.
Yeah. But it is crazy some of the graphics that they put in, like some of the graphics in games
now. The new like Call of Duty games are fucking insane, dude.
Exactly. Yeah, video games.
You see what Elon Musk said about GTA 5?
What do you say?
You see that tweet going around? Some dude on Twitter was like, games I've never played, and listed like all the GTA games. Elon Musk was like, I got on GTA 5, and the first mission required me to shoot a cop, and I couldn't bring myself to
yeah, okay, I saw that. Yeah.
What a nerd. All right, what's your dead zone?
My dead zone is the Ohtani sweepstakes.
Okay.
So the Blue Jays, there was a report like on Twitter that the Blue Jays were interested in, like, that there was a meeting between the Blue Jays and Shohei Ohtani. And if you remember, whenever he, you know, was looking to get traded to another team, he said he wanted it to all be private. So if like somebody came out and said that he was going to a team or that he met with the team, they
cut them off.
Yeah, cut them off. And so it's the Blue Jays, and then there's one for the Dodgers as well. So those teams, they're out of it now.
You think he's a Cub?
Well, the Cubs haven't come out and said anything, so
from what I hear, they got a realistic shot.
Yeah. Well, as long as there's nothing that comes out.
I mean, hey,
like if there's not like an article or if there's like a tweet that comes out, we're automatically out. So.
Oh yeah, that's all right. Everyone, Cubs Nation.
I think the Rangers are out too, just because all the like Rangers fans that are tweeting Ohtani has a real shot here. Now he's out. So
now they're out. They fucked themselves.
Cubs fans, don't say anything.
Just be quiet.
Agents, don't say anything. Quiet. Yeah. People in the Cubs organization,
just pretend he doesn't exist.
Simmer down. Yeah. Let's simmer down.
So I'll go get some ramen. All right. We'll just be quiet.
Shit. Okay, who's your hotspot?
So my hotspot, Oklahoma men's basketball. Boys are 8-0.
Good.
Otega Owe on fucking fire. All right.
Collins athletic.
They just beat the dog shit out of Providence in the Big East Big 12 battle. Like it was like a 5-6 point game at halftime. They came out and won by 21.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolutely kicking ass, dude. Absolutely kicking ass. It's been fucking fantastic.
Moser's got a squad, man. They look good.
It does. This first time Moser's been 8-0 since he took Loyola Chicago to the Final Four.
Yeah. Hey, get your brackets ready.
Hey.
We're not close to March Madness yet.
We're not even
but we're inching away
yet.
Yeah, OU men's basketball, they look really good. And then who do they play next? UNC or Arkansas?
Arkansas. They play in T-Town. They play in Tulsa, the BOK Center on Saturday.
Ooh, that's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. Wish I could go. And then my dead zone, the New York Football Giants.
Ooh.
Everything is just spiraling and going to hell. And they call on the man they thought was their savior at one point, Zach Wilson. They're like, look, man, we're going to put you back
you mean
in
the Jets?
Yeah, the Jets. Yeah. They're like, look, man, we're going to put you back on the starting lineup. And he was like, nah, I'm good. Not playing. I'm good.
No, it's official that he's starting.
He is starting. But that 2-day stretch where he was like, fuck you. The funniest shit ever, dude. He should have stuck with it.
Yeah, Robert Saleh, whenever he was doing like a press conference, they were asking him like why he switched to like Trevor Siemian, if there's like a point where Zach Wilson can come back. And he basically said, he's unsure. He's like, there could be a realistic shot that Zach Wilson goes back out there. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet.
You think Robert Saleh's on the hot seat?
Yes. Well, I don't know. I'm not a Jets fan, so I could care less if he's on the hot seat.
As could I. And they have a banger of a defense, though. That's all I know. And that's his specialty. So it's kind of hard to put someone in my opinion, it's kind of hard to put someone on the hot seat when they're doing exactly what you wanted them to do with their unit. You know what I mean?
It's just like, man, I feel horrible for Jets fans this season. They have to feel the lowest of low. Like, I know Panthers fans, like, you're 1-11, your owner sucks, but the Jets have everything in front of them.
At least with the Panthers, you still may have something in Bryce Young. Yeah. Now, the Jets have Aaron Rodgers, but that's another year or two.
Like, the fact that you had to play fucking Tim Boyle, and then he didn't work out, and you said, okay, our only hope is Trevor Siemian.
Wow. Tim Boyle didn't work out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Our only hope is Trevor Siemian. That's like when the Bears had, like, Mike Glennon when Trubisky was drafted. It was like, okay, we need to get a veteran guy in here for the rookie quarterback that we drafted. That was kind of a stretch to draft. And so they wanted him to learn under Mike Glennon.
Man.
Pace, man. Yeah, the Giants, that sucks. Season's over for them, right? Aaron Rodgers, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way he's coming back. Well, they had a realistic shot. If they would have beat the Falcons, they're 5-7. It looks a little better.
That is true, yeah, but
yeah, the Giants going up against the Texans too, a good team. Yeah, 4-9. Unless it's at home. It's at MetLife.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Who knows? Saints. We could get a Jameis Winston game, but we'll get into the NFL.
Oh, dude. Did you see? We'll get into it, but I love every time Jameis Winston steps on the field, chaos just ensues.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, dude. It's just pure chaos.
Yes.
I love Jameis Winston.
Yeah. I think everybody loves Jameis Winston.
I think everyone should love Jameis Winston.
Yeah, if you don't like Jameis Winston, you take football too serious. You're a nerd.
Exactly.
We don't fuck with nerds.
We don't. Anyways.
OU fans, what's been? Oh, okay. I thought that was a report on Danny Stutzman. I'm kind of scrolling through Twitter too, just to see if there's any like other news that's popped up. But I like your dead zone.
Yeah.
The Giants, man. I always revert back to like the video, like the highlight reel of him at BYU. Do you remember when he played at BYU?
Yes.
Dude, those highlights were incredible to watch.
Thinking about who he is as a person, no wonder he was a Mormon, dude.
Is he a Mormon though?
He's not. He's not.
He might have converted after going to BYU. I mean,
he may have. He may have. Should have gone somewhere like. I feel like he'd have fitted better somewhere like Miami.
Yeah.
He'd have been very successful at Miami.
Let's see. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the NFL.
Yeah. So currently, Pat's up 21-10 on the Steelers at the half.
Dude, I think Bailey Zappi might be elite.
He might be. Is Bailey Zappi? Wait, is Joe Flacco elite?
Yes.
Is Bailey Zappi elite?
I don't know. To be decided. We'll have to wait. We'll have to. Let's take a look at Trubisky's stat line. All right. 61 yards, 1 touchdown, and an interception. He's got 20 yards rushing. Deontay Johnson got a touchdown. Good for him. I think Bailey Zappi may be elite. But let me ask you this. Is Jake Browning elite?
Yes.
That was crazy.
So insane.
Remember
Jake Browning versus fucking who's the CJ Beathard, dude?
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. That sucked.
Hey, apparently it's only a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll still be out a couple weeks, but
I was completely wrong about my medical report, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's why you're not a doctor.
Yeah, 354 passing yards, 1 touchdown. Jake Browning may be elite. It's all that brown rice, ground beef, and honey that he was eating. It finally worked and paid off.
Imagine he takes them back into the playoff race.
Yeah, quarterback controversy.
Got a shot. I mean, they got the Colts this week.
Quarterback controversy. It's okay. The Chicago Bears will love to treat Joe Burrow to a Super Bowl.
I bet they would. Packers would be just fine with Jordan Love, though. Okay,
so Patriots, the over's probably going to hit, and they're probably going to win. And I didn't submit it. I'm a loser, man. I suck. First game on my list, Bears-Lions. Okay, Bears defense is finally elite. They're playing good. They've had a week to rest. They had a bye week. You're welcome, America. You didn't have to watch them play. And
it's in Chicago.
Is this a must-win game?
For the Bears?
If the Patriots win this game, then that basically pretty much secures Chicago getting the first pick in the draft. Because I don't think Carolina wins another game.
Hey, yeah, probably not. I don't know where I was going to go with that, but yeah, probably not.
Yeah, it looks like the Lions finally got their juice back, or did they just play the Saints?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that game last week, we did get Jameis. That was fun. We did get Jameis.
Pass to Olave.
Yeah. Well, it was calculated. He knew what he was doing.
It's exactly. It's calculated chaos.
Yeah. He knew what he was doing when he made that throw. Good for Jameis. But I think Chicago needs to win this game. Just for the morale. Like, you don't want to be a part of like a losing culture, you know? We've been a losing culture for so long. But at the same time, Marvin Harrison Jr., that'd be a fun get. I think they probably made up their mind, though. I think they're going to go after Caleb Williams.
I would assume so. I just don't know how they pass up on that. You know what I mean?
There's so many good. Like, there always is. There's always that one draft that just has so many elite prospects. I'm okay. If we don't get Marvin Harrison Jr., we can get Rome Odunze or Adonai Mitchell or Xavier Worthy. Or all of the other fucking awesome wide receivers that are going to be in this draft. There's so many good ones. Xavier Leggett, however you pronounce his name.
Dude, there's Keon Coleman.
Yeah. Keon Coleman. Yeah, exactly. Tez Walker, 4th round pick. That'd be sick.
Tez Walker's going to fall, not even based on what he's done, just how deep this class is. And someone's going to get a fucking steal in Tez Walker.
Mm-hmm. I think so, too. Same thing with Jaheim Bell.
Yeah.
There's all the talk about Brock Bowers. Jaheim Bell, he's good, too.
He is. He's what Ja'Tavion Sanders wants to be. I mean, they're pretty comparable. I'd take Jaheim Bell.
Well, Detroit's favored. It's in Chicago. They beat them once. Looks like they might have gotten over the yips. I watched the Barry Sanders documentary, by the way, and it was awesome. I forgot. Barry Sanders was so good. His dad was like a huge OU fan.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was like one of the biggest OU fans and was pissed when the coach from Oklahoma State came to his house and was like trying to talk to him. He was basically, Willie Sanders was like, I think he's making a mistake, and then just walks away.
He's the dumbest motherfucker to ever live. Now he's like, go Bucks.
Yeah, rest in peace, William Sanders. Great NFL dad.
Imagine how it would have been, though, from OU to go from Billy Sims to Barry Sanders.
Oh, I know.
Had that happen.
When did they have they had Billy Sims in the 80s, or was it the...
It was the mid-80s.
Yeah.
Because he won the title in 85.
Mm-hmm. Billy Sims.
Silly Bims.
Before that was Joe Washington. If you talk to any like OU fans that are like in their 60s and 70s now, and you ask them like, who's like your favorite player, everybody says Joe Washington.
Yeah.
Apparently that guy was a stud. That's like my parents.
Have you seen his clips?
Mm-hmm. They're ridiculous.
Joe Washington is insane. Now, of what my dad would say, Marcus Dupree.
Yeah. I feel like fans of the team in the 80s would have said Brian Bosworth, but
yeah. I mean, he just ate people's faces. So
yeah.
He was the MCDC. That was him.
Yeah.
Eating kneecaps.
Chicago Bears. Their defense looks really fucking good. And
they've been playing well.
Yeah.
They have.
So, like, maybe just do you even draft an interior lineman, or do you just get a free agent? Because Zach Pickens has played well, Javon Dexter's played well, Montez Sweat, best edge rusher in the game.
I think it depends on what you can find in free agency, but you can never have enough young defensive depth, though.
They may need a safety. I don't know if Eddie Jackson. I don't know if his heart's still in it.
Yeah. Which
is like he's still good, but he needs a defense that like suits him, and that's like a Vic Fangio defense, like aggressive. Like he's a very aggressive safety.
Yeah.
So he's like Trayvon Diggs, but as a safety, like he'll bite on routes and stuff. But he's still very, very good and very talented. Maybe bring back Adrian Amos since he's leaving the Packers.
Jets.
Adrian Amos?
Yeah, he was on the Jets this year.
Oh, I thought he was still on the Packers. Crazy. Well, no wonder he wants to.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? What's the next game?
Probably Falcons.
Yeah, Bucks Falcons. Okay. Somebody's got to win the NFC South.
And it might as well be Baker. Hey, Baker's got a kid, man.
So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards Bucks, because it's the pregnancy reveal. I know he didn't.
Baker baby game.
They haven't had the baby yet, but like they announced it. He said he was shocked because he thought it was a dog. It'd have been awesome if maybe like she got him a dog.
2020 or 2038. No, maybe. That's only 15 years from now.
I think what Emily should have done is like got him a puppy and then have like a note attached to the puppy so that he has that, and then they have the baby. Yeah. But yeah.
Or maybe the puppy has Buccaneers number 6 jersey, but instead of saying Mayfield on the back, it says father.
Yeah.
So
he's a girl dad now. He's a girl dad now.
Oh, is it a girl?
Yeah.
I thought it was a boy.
It's gonna be a girl.
Patty Gasso in her 2042 class.
Well, that's what like he was saying in the press conference. Like somebody said that he was going to be a girl dad. So, yeah, I think it's a girl. Mike Evans got 1,000 yards, 10 seasons in a row. Yeah.
Hall of Famer has to be, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. If he gets snubbed from the Hall of Fame, that's crazy.
We riot.
Yeah. Mike Evans, like what he's been able to do that throughout his career, it's insane. He's crazy. Bucks Bucks are injured like everywhere on defense, so
Yeah.
So it's going to be a Bijan Robinson breakout game.
They're still favored to win this game according to ESPN.
Atlanta?
No, the Bucks.
Bucks are favored?
So Atlanta has the spread, but ESPN's like FPI has the Bucks winning. So, I don't know.
Dude,
Atlanta's really been just sputtering, though.
Yeah.
Not playing good at all.
Well, they need a quarterback.
Yeah.
They need a quarterback. I think that's who Atlanta might. I mean, if Chicago decides to take a quarterback, they might trade Justin Fields to Atlanta. You get Bijan Robinson as a running back, stud. Drake London, he's all right. Kyle Pitts, Johnny Smith, good offensive line. Yeah. Or maybe they take another receiver. Who knows? But
I think they need to go get like I don't even know, like a Bo Nix, someone that's a veteran college football quarterback. I think would fit Atlanta pretty well. Guy's played a lot of football.
Yeah.
Like a Jaden Daniels.
See, that's kind of my thing is if Chicago sticks with Justin Fields, maybe take Jaden Daniels like in the second or third round if he's available. You know, if it doesn't work out, you can try Jaden Daniels. He's really fucking good at football. Maybe see if an LSU quarterback.
Maybe they can run like remember when the Baltimore Ravens had the Heisman formation? Mark Ingram, RG3, and Lamar Jackson. Yeah. Maybe the Bears just go get Jaden Daniels and just run a 2-quarterback running back system.
Well, as history tells us, it can go one of two ways. Either he's Jamarcus Russell or Joe Burrow. And I'm hoping it's the latter.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. I like Justin Fields. I hope he has success. If he stays with the Bears or if he goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
I want him to have success. Moving on. Way off topic. Yeah. Moving on. Colts Bengals. That game against the Titans, that was a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
That was so entertaining. It was so back and forth. They had the block punt for a touchdown and then immediately threw a 2-point conversion interception.
Fucking insane, dude.
Yeah. The Colts, 7-5. They control their own destiny.
Yeah.
If things go the right way, they could win the division now.
They could.
I know the Texans, like they're probably going to win the division now if Trevor Lawrence doesn't come back in time. But they're tied right now with Houston. Houston's above them one spot just because of they've already beaten. Yeah, that's basically the tiebreaker. But now they have a real shot. So the Colts, if they win the division, Shane Steichen deserves Coach of the Year.
Yeah, if they make the playoffs, Shane Steichen deserves Coach of the Year.
And they probably will.
Yeah.
They probably could. It depends on 3 teams from the same division. That's kind of hard to do. But
honestly, if that happens, in my opinion, I think it's the AFC North.
Yeah. Like Browns,
Steelers. Well, I don't know. That division's kind of falling apart now with all the bad quarterback play and all the injuries.
Yeah, that's why Joe Flacco's going to save it.
Yeah, 100%. Totally.
Yeah. But, like, the Colts defense is pretty good, but Jake Browning's played really well. Kylo, shut up!
Get him.
Sorry if you can hear him barking in the back. He's got to assert his dominance. So if he just sees like a shadow.
Well, I mean, he's just pissed because his parlay didn't hit, dude. Leave him alone.
He had the Steelers in this game.
He did.
He's a Steelers fan. What a bitch. Jake Browning, that was so fun to watch. That was awesome. I think he might be elite. Is Jake Browning an elite?
I think he is, dude.
If he carves up the Colts defense and just goes on another run.
Imagine he goes like 400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
He's got a good receiving core, though.
Yeah.
He's got a really good receiving core. And they ran the ball pretty well with Chase Brown and like Joe Mixon. Like, yeah. So they like.
Mixon surpassed 6,000 career yards? 5 or 6,000 career yards?
Like scrimmage yards? Or rushing?
Rushing.
Yes, he did. And all he has to do is just throw the ball to Jamar Chase.
I love Joe Mixon, man. I'm so happy he's worked out in the NFL.
He's good. It's fun to watch. But Chase Brown did look a little better running the ball which is kind of a problem.
Hey, Chase Brown's a beast, man.
Yeah. So I need a big breakout game for Mixon.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's currently favored. Well, I mean, it's at home.
Yeah. So. I would lean Colts.
I'm gonna lean Bengals because their helmets are sick. Those helmets are so tight.
Yeah. They're clean.
So tight.
Tough.
You know, it would be sick if they broke out like a black helmet with like the orange, orange tiger stripes. That'd be sick. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to see it. Like see it on like the all whites. Maybe it wouldn't work. Or maybe just like on their home uniforms.
The NFL needs to go full Oregon, bro.
Just like different uniforms each time?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, maybe not for the Bears and Packers, like storied franchises.
Well, every now and then, like maybe you throw out like a white helmet.
Yeah.
That'd be clean.
Bears white helmet would be sick. Maybe. No, it wouldn't.
Couldn't do it. No. You know what's actually my favorite helmet, low-key, lately?
Which one?
The Browns helmet with the white face mask.
That one?
It's such a sick look, dude. Because usually they have their regular, that's like the matte orange with the 3 stripe, and then the brown face mask. But with the white face mask, bro, something about it looks so clean to me.
I don't know. I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. When you masturbate, throw out the Ray Allen tweet.
Moving on. Jags Browns. Obviously, we touched on it just a little bit ago. Trevor Lawrence was a high ankle sprain. He'll likely miss a few weeks. Browns obviously are still playing with backup quarterbacks. At least no, Joe Flacco. I forget they're elite now. Yeah. They're elite at quarterback now.
He had a sick arm punt last week, by the way.
He did have a sick arm punt.
Yeah.
He also was fucking throwing some dimes too.
Yeah, he was dealing. Did you hear the?
He looked like a dad on like playing all-time quarterback on Thanksgiving, bro. Like he ran that little boot and just flipped it over to the tight end for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he threw a perfect ball to Elijah Moore, and his ass cheek.
Yeah,
hit the ground.
His butt cheek.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Yeah, his ass cheek touched. So that was absolutely. I'm glad that they reversed the call and they called it a completion.
Yes.
But the Browns are kind of falling apart now.
Yeah.
So Stefanski,
they're so beat, man. I would think so. I would think so.
Well, I mean, it's the Browns. There's just when everything looks like it's going right, it just all goes to shit.
Apart. Yeah.
Yep. You're climbing Mount Everest, and then like one of your poles breaks, and you tumble down the mountain.
Yeah, the Browns are just destined to fail. Them and the Chargers.
But Jets. They have a real shot to beat the Jags.
They do. They should beat the Jags.
Unless C.J. Beathard
pulls out his inner Jake Browning.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would lean Browns in this game.
Yeah. I mean, their defense, I don't even know if their defense is still good. Or if
They're
Sean
so
McVay's.
Beat the shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, because they got shit pumped by the Rams, which is all the more reason I want Chicago to hire Sean McVay.
It's not gonna happen.
His play calling that game
was immaculate.
It was like Puka. He looked fast.
He did.
Puka looked good. They don't play this week. The Rams, I think they play the Ravens.
Yeah, so they play the Ravens.
We'll jump into that one. So Rams versus Ravens. Okay, Sean McVay.
Well, the Rams are right back in the thick of things for the playoff spot.
Sean McVay is such a good coach. Last season, their roster was beat to shit. And they were playing their asses off.
They were.
And then they signed Baker, and then they beat the Raiders. They beat the shit out of the Broncos, and they had some very close losses to in the Frozen Tundra game against the Packers, right?
We played them last year?
Yeah.
I don't play them this year. Let's see.
And then they lost to the Seahawks for the playoff game. But yeah, Sean McVay is such a good coach. He's such a good play caller. It's all I want in a coach, and it's never going to happen.
We did beat them 24-12 last year.
Yeah. So, like, his teams play hard.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I might be back on the Rams.
I think the Ravens should beat them pretty fairly this weekend.
I think it'll be a tough fight. I saw the way that they played. I know it was Brown's offense, But if they could stop the run,
but they scored like a motherfucker on the Browns defense, though. They did.
So, and that's what they need to do against the Ravens. Is Mark Andrews is likely not going to be back until the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to worry about that tight end. Yeah, that's a big difference.
That
like
is
if they had Mark Andrews, completely different. Like he's one of the difference makers on their team. But I don't know. I like the Ravens to win, but I think the Rams keep it close.
I think the Rams cover.
Yeah. That might be one of my dick picks. I don't know
right.
to that. Also, Zay Flowers is awesome.
He is fucking amazing. Oh, dude. We'll talk about it. Next game here, we got Texans at Jets. Tank Dell, man.
Yeah, I know.
The sideline guy at the Saints game.
There's a lot of injuries. The weather was really bad last week too.
Yeah,
There's a lot of games you turn on.
Every game was a fucking rain game, dude.
Yeah. Do they have for sideline the chains gang? Do they have a backup that they throw out there?
It's just dude in the first row that's got enough beers in them.
Yeah. So they have their starter, and then if he gets hurt, they have a backup that fills the spot.
They cut to they always show the backup quarterback doing passes. It's just one dude with the chains just stretching it, placing it down.
They have to have a backup, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, so they got a backup. Okay, so now we got Zach Wilson versus CJ Stroud. Yeah. The Jets have completely fallen apart.
Yeah.
Season's over.
You've kind of talked about it last couple of times. You think they've just given up?
Yeah, I think they have. Also, the game last week was so perfect. It was 2-0. It started in the safety. They have more first half safeties this season than they do touchdowns.
You're fucking lying.
I'm pretty sure I saw that stat.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it was so funny. I think that was a scoregami too.
That's so insane.
13-8. That score could have happened before, but yeah, I mean, it was just it was a perfect start for NFL fans. It was just 2-0. And then they're gonna blow it. And they did.
Oh man.
You know what I feel like they're lacking? Another receiver.
You think so?
You got a stud in Garrett Wilson. And I know Alan Lazard, that's Rodgers' guy, and he's maybe they go after a receiver.
Maybe.
I think they should.
I think they need to.
They need offensive line for sure.
They do.
They need to solidify the offensive line. The Texans, they pulled off a big win against the Broncos.
Yeah. They did.
Derek Stingley, I was very high on him coming into the draft.
Yeah.
He's playing like it now.
He's playing like first round Derek Stingley. Kind of what I expected as well.
Yeah, it was like freshman year at LSU, Derek Stingley.
Mm-hmm.
Just kid's a stud. So Derek Stingley, the epic matchup between Sauce Gardner and Derek Stingley.
They should just play them both on offense at this point. Fuck it.
Well, play one on offense and like Sauce Gardner will play offense like
one series. Ochocinco and Dion.
Yeah.
How they always get together and run routes. Yeah. Texans should win this game though.
You think so? Well, yeah. I mean, they're D'Amico Ryans. I mean, we're not even talking about him as a coach. He's a hell of a coach.
He should be up there for Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Him.
Well, they've had time to rebuild too, though.
Yeah, but look. So my Coach of the Year finalists at the season ending today: Matt LaFleur, Shane Steichen, D'Amico Ryans, Sean McVay.
It's a pretty good one. I like that. Because the Packers were basically in a rebuild year and they turned it around.
Exactly. That's my point for. Dude, we were staring 2-6.
Time is a flat circle.
We were staring 2-6 in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it makes me so happy. Anyways, moving on. We got Panthers Saints.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean,
this is toilet bowl.
Yeah.
This game might
That's the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
It might be so bad that it's good, though.
Yeah.
It might be
like when you watch a movie that's so shitty, it's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be this game.
This game actually, it's like the Broncos versus the Colts last year on Thursday Night Football. It was so bad that it was good. It was just hilarious, and It was just a comical to watch.
It's like one of those, like, the Bollywood movies.
Now, yeah. It could be Jameis Winston playing, though.
If it's Jameis Winston, they win by 100.
Why not put in Jameis? He's so entertaining.
It's so funny.
Like, you never know what you're going to get out of the guy.
Don't even call plays. Just put Jameis in there, and then everyone shut the fuck up. I want to see what Jameis
backyard football. Like, have him, like, on, like...
Take the football and, like, yes. Yeah. He's like, Z, X. Like, bro, fire.
Yeah. Just, That's a good idea. And then don't even have, like, set protections. Don't call audibles. Just say, all right, everybody's just going to block.
He should be unfiltered. They should mic him up without telling him every week, and then just post it.
Yeah.
And just let us know. Just let us see what happens.
Yeah. He was so hyped for Ludacris, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah. I bet he had
Jameis is my favorite person on the planet. He's just a little child, bro. Yeah. So funny.
But Derek Carr, he hurt it? He hurt like his hand or shoulder or something.
Yeah.
I think it was his shoulder.
Yeah. He got slammed on his shit, dude.
Yeah. And so, like, we could get a Jameis Winston game.
Which is fun. Man.
Which is fun. So it's a must win for the Saints, in my opinion.
Well, that's just because you want the Panthers to have the fucking number 1 overall pick.
They've pretty much solidified it at this point.
Yeah, at this point. Especially with the Patriots. Just
yeah. They scored. They were up on the Bucs at one point, and then like Mike Evans 70-yard touchdown to take the lead again.
Yeah.
So this might be a must win for the Bucs too.
I think so.
Because you want to grab a hold of the division.
Mm-hmm.
They would then be in first place.
Yep.
Because you got your rematch against the Falcons, and if you beat them, there you go. Somebody's got to win that division.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to host a playoff game, too. Yikes.
That's going to be like Bucks, Dallas in Raymond James Stadium, or Bucks, Falcons. Or not, but Falcons, Dallas, in Atlanta.
I would hope they beat the Cowboys.
They won't.
It's a tale as old as time.
It is a tale as old as time.
Cowboys just losing a game they shouldn't in the playoffs. But Dak's playing well.
Yeah, Dak is playing well. Moving on.
That was the last of the early slate.
Yes. The first of the afternoon window. Vikings, Raiders. I feel like we haven't heard a lot about these two teams last few weeks.
No,
I think it's just been quietly dog shit.
Well, they were on a bye, both teams last week.
Oh, they were?
Yeah. So both of them were on a bye.
They still lost.
Jimmy Garoppolo, I guess he's done with being the Raiders quarterback. Like, are they going to shop him?
I don't even know if you can.
Yeah. They paid him a pretty good-sized contract, right? It was like 3 years.
Yeah. I heard Brazzers was dealing more, but, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I mean, I feel like both those team seasons are kind of – the Josh Dobbs thing's kind of over with, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It was fun.
Or maybe the Bears defense are just that good. Is the Josh Dobbs season over, or is the Bears defense elite? They're better than the Raiders defense.
They are better than the Raiders.
Right?
I would think so.
But since Tony's taken over the team as the head coach, they've looked better.
They have.
Hey, hang the banner. They were up 14-0 on the Chiefs.
They were. Stop the count.
Yeah. So the Raiders fans will always have that.
Yeah. I feel like this game is going to end in a tie. Like, it just seems like that type of game out of these two. It's my gut feeling.
That's how I was hoping.
But you almost got a tie this past weekend.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping that game would have ended in the tie. Jake Browning, CJ Beathard,
that would have been so fucking funny.
Yeah, that's what I was rooting for. Like, when it went into overtime, I was just like, please, neither team score. But Jake Browning, he's just too elite, man.
He is. Something about that white Bengals helmet.
Yeah, those are so clean. I just like the Bengals helmets a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, something just happened in the game. I can hear it in the living room.
I don't know. Steelers got the ball back.
Oh, shit. Bailey Zappi interception. No longer elite?
No longer elite. Dude, that sucks.
You're giving Trubisky the ball at the 15?
He's going to lose yards. Next game here, we got Seahawks, 49ers. 49ers might be the hottest team in the NFL right now.
They beat the dog shit out of the Eagles. Like, remember how I told you they had that game circled on their calendar? They did.
Yeah, no, they beat the fuck out of the Eagles.
Also,
we should have known Debo pulled up in black Air Force One cleats.
Yeah, he did. Brock Purdy didn't have to do much. I mean, he threw screen passes and Debo took it to the house. But also, from last week's game, Big Dom, Dom DeSanto, the security guard.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
How long has he been around the Eagles, and why haven't we heard about him?
I don't know. We need to hear more about him.
That's another Italian.
That's a top tier Italian right there.
Yeah, big Dom. And then they were posting photos of when he picked Shaq Leonard up at the airport last week.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Shaq Leonard's an Eagle now, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. They posted that photo of him, and I guess that caught Shaq Leonard. He's like, I liked meeting with Big Dom. I had a really important talk with him, but I decided to pick the Eagles. So they signed him. So he chose because of Big Dom was basically, he was like, hey, this is the guy, we're taking him.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
All right.
How long is this guy? I think I looked up and he's been with the team forever. Like Eagles fans know about him.
He needs a gold jacket, man.
Yeah. But apparently
he's in the Philly Ring of Honor.
He's facing a punishment for the altercation that he had with Greenlaw.
Yeah.
Jail time.
He needs a statue next to Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah. I forget how much Philadelphia fucking loves Rocky. He's like a legend there. But Big Dom. Yeah, he's facing a lot of punishment. Jail time?
He might.
Is this witness protection?
Maybe for Dre Greenlaw.
For fucking Dom. Maybe he knows.
Dre Greenlaw witness protection. Dom after his ass.
Yeah. It'd be funny if fucking Greenlaw just like changed his last name on the back of his jersey, came out with like he put on like the fake sunglasses with like the nose and the mustache to like change his look.
Comes out.
I'm very intrigued with this Italian American. I'm very intrigued. Like, look at this. Tom DeSandro.
It's true Italian right there, man. I don't know many of them, but he's one of them.
Let me find a picture of Big Dom.
While you're doing that, 49ers should win this game.
Look at that. It's kind of unclear.
Turn it bright.
The light. Is the brightness?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, he's like, hey, chill out.
Hey,
I'll get the family on you.
Hey, calm down. All right, calm the fuck down. All right.
I'll get the family on you, okay? Relax. Drake Greenlaw threw a punch at him. He didn't flinch.
He ate that motherfucker. He wakes up, and while he's eating his fucking Wheaties in the morning, he's watching Rocky.
No, he's not eating Wheaties, man. He's eating fucking prosciutto, linguine, lasagna. Yeah. That's his breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then a nice glass of vino before we get started.
Oh, man.
Anyway, what were we talking about? The game?
49ers should win this game, right?
Yeah.
Niners, Seahawks, 49ers should win by 1 million.
Yeah.
They're favored by 10.5.
I think they cover.
Yeah. This next one, Chiefs, Bills. Chiefs are only favored by 1.5, man.
Yeah. So
now, Chiefs fans have been reeling because they think they got screwed. Suck it up. All right. You're in Lambeau. All right.
That was a pretty egregious, like, 2 series of, like, bad calls.
Yeah,
like the one.
That officiating, that fucking roughing the, or
it was
unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, it was called because it's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly.
But then the play where they didn't call pass interference was bad.
On Carrington Valentine.
Yeah. But as a Packers fan, you're probably thinking, well, it's about time. But everything always goes your way.
Valentine after the fucking thing.
What do you say?
They asked him, they were like, hey, what did you think about that no call on the pass interference? He was like, I didn't see, there wasn't pass interference on that play.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, well, it was pretty aggressive. He's like, I didn't see no flags. All right, Carrington. He's got that Jair swag.
Oh, yeah, they didn't call it, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly. No foul. But I don't know.
Okay.
The Chiefs would have also had to convert a 2-point conversion to at least tie it in that game. So, but I do think the Chiefs should win this game.
This also just happened. There was a report that came out today about Bills head coach Sean McDermott addressing like the team on how to rally back after their their rough season. It says at St. John Fisher College in Pittsford, New York, McDermott's morning address began innocently enough. He told the entire team they needed to come together, but then sources on hand say he used a strange model. The terrorists on September 11, 2001. He said he cited the hijackers as a group of people were all able to get on the same page to orchestrate attacks to perfection. One by one, McDermott started asking specific questions to the room. What tactics did they use to come together?
There's no way that happened.
Yeah, to rally a team, it's probably not a good idea to start with, hey, I know 9/11 was bad, but those hijackers,
they had a pretty good fucking plan going.
Hey,
all right?
Hey, say what you want about those hijackers, but
they didn't have Connor Steins in there stealing signs. They didn't let that shit happen.
Yeah, that's probably a weird way to motivate the team.
You know what? I think
hey, coach, they hit the second goalpost.
Next team meeting I have, I'm gonna be like, you know what? The Nazis got shit done. All right.
Oh man,
they got to work. All right. The Romans enslaving those Jews, hardworking guys.
Somebody posted and said, it was a tweet from 2017. Somebody said, issuing correction on a previous post of mine regarding the terrorist group ISIS. You do not, under any circumstances, say, gotta hand it to him. Yeah, but Sean McVay, I mean, he's just looking for, a way to rally the team.
That's all it is. Got to rally the troops, man.
So I wonder how. I really wish funny. I could see how the rest of that conversation went.
In New York, too, of all places.
Yeah, it's in fucking New York, and the game is happening. Oh, it's in Arrowhead. Okay, so if this was a night game where they do like the plane flyby for the national anthem, and you just see it start crashing down. That was Sean McDermott's solution to the season. Just blow the whole stadium up, blow the team up.
He's actually, so what he's doing is he's talking about GTA 6. That's what's going on. He's already planning heists.
By talking about 9/11.
Yes. Okay. He's going back in time to go forward. Take 2 steps back, 1 step forward.
Okay. If this rallies the team and they beat the Chiefs,
imagine
I have some serious
they win
questions.
out and win the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, I have some serious questions about that staff and that roster.
I'm gonna start running them through fucking like OFAC and shit. Like, yeah, they don't figure out who these guys are. All right,
fucking OFAC BEP list. Shit. But yeah, that's what he's doing to try to find a solace to the season.
Hey, it makes sense though. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah,
you gotta do.
Again, probably not a good idea to start with. Gotta hand it to those 9/11 hijackers.
There's some pretty swell guys.
Bill season's over.
This game, right?
You think so?
So.
Yeah. I think it was a good no call on the pass interference.
On the Hail Mary?
Yeah, or the pass interference for was it Valentine or Ballantyne?
Valentine.
It was Valentine that they didn't call it on. I mean, was MVS going to catch the ball anyway?
Fuck no. Yeah. I've seen him run that route a million times.
So it was basically uncatchable, right?
Yeah, it was uncatchable.
Yeah, the Chiefs, I mean, the Bills, they always play the Chiefs well, though.
They do. They just can't leave them 13
It's a good thing. Oh, it's a CPS game. It's probably going to be a Tony Romo game.
Fuck, dude.
Oh, Jim, I'm coming. Look at Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
It's better than it being on fucking Sunday night and Chris Collinsworth was like, oh, Mahomes.
Yeah. Did you see whenever Jordan Love threw the touchdown, the jump pass touchdown in the red zone? And he was basically saying, that's something that you kind of see out of Patrick Mahomes. He loves Patrick. He's about to start loving Jordan Love.
He is. Love season, baby.
Dude, next game is the Broncos.
Did you see Lil Wayne's intro to Sunday Night Football? For the Packers game?
So I didn't get to watch I turned it on when it was still 11 minutes in the first quarter. And then I saw that the Packers score.
Bro, it was so fire.
Was it?
It was so good. He said
Did
the
you see?
Packers went from 12 to 10, and then they learned how to love again.
Shit.
That's pretty cold, bro. Not
Did
gonna
you see,
lie.
did you see Ludacris at the Saints game against the Lions? I
Jameis
fucking
did.
love. Yeah, that sideline. He was hyped, and I was hyped too.
I
But
was
it's
too.
ludicrous.
It is.
She. All right, next game. Broncos Chargers. Russell
Broncos.
Wilson. He had a pretty bad game.
He had and he launched that ball up that last pick. He kind of just had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But
Texans.
I was really excited for that game last week too. Broncos and Texans. I mean, it was close, but I don't think it was like super exciting. You know what I mean? But this should be a rebound game for the Broncos.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
The Chargers had such an awesome game against the Patriots last week.
Yeah.
God, that game sucked. I felt people complain about the Bears playing.
It's hard to watch the Chargers play lately. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, no, that game was very hard to watch. Fans are complaining about Eckler, like Chargers fans. Like anybody that's not a Chargers fan loves Eckler, but apparently he's had a lot of issues lately.
Yeah, I mean, you love him if he's your fantasy football running back.
Maybe he's just done with the Chargers, like everybody else.
He might be.
Like I don't know. Herbert's gonna have another Philip Rivers career, which sucks because he's such a talented, good quarterback.
Maybe he needs to request a trade or demand a trade to go to Atlanta.
They just paid him a fat contract though. That's gonna be tough. There's no way the Chargers do that.
No, they wouldn't deal him. He's a franchise quarterback. They wouldn't do that. But,
he's like the only solace that they have.
Yeah.
And Quentin Johnson, he has 190 yards receiving, or he did, like entering the game. He was taken before Zay Flowers.
I don't understand. Okay, this might be a non-athletic take of mine, but how can you catch the ball consistently in college but not in the NFL?
Because he's a TCU wide receiver and they never work out.
I guess that's fair. Who was the one TCU wide receiver everyone thought was going to work out? He was that big, tall dude. No, well, he was. I didn't like him coming out. Wouldn't Kobe Listen be? But he was in that same time. He wore number 9. Damn it.
I don't exactly remember.
I'm about to find him. If my phone would fucking load. Josh Dodson.
Oh, yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah, I do remember him.
Everyone thought Josh Dodson was going to be the shit. Including me. And he wasn't.
I would just like to go on record and say that I was right about Quentin Johnson.
Fair enough.
I don't know how I was right, but I just was. I was like, I don't know. I think that's a stretch.
You remember when the Bears took Kevin White?
Shut up. Yes, I do remember. And I was happy. I was like, we got the right guy. Amari Cooper's nothing.
You got the white guy.
Didn't
he was not the white
he had
guy.
a good game against with the Saints one time.
Yeah,
listen, injuries held him back, man. He was injured all the time. He had like a stress fracture his rookie year.
It scares me that's going to be Christian Watson's issue.
He's looked pretty good last.
He has. But he pulled his hamstring. He's not playing this weekend or Monday.
Ooh, Giants win then.
Yeah, sure. What are they fucking serving linguine in MetLife?
I don't know. Broncos. Here's the formula. Just hand the ball to P. Ryan.
Yeah.
And throw the ball to Mims. And then also Cortland Sutton because he's amazing.
And then let Ben Powers run your guard counters.
Broncos. Yeah, I like the Broncos in this one. So
I do too. Moving on, Sunday Night Football might be the game of the week. Eagles Cowboys.
Yeah, it's like one of the two games of the week.
Yeah, who's the other one? What the fuck's the other one?
Bills Chiefs. Yeah, afternoon.
Fair enough.
Rams Ravens is going to be the best game or it could be Bears Lions with the early slate. But Eagles Cowboys, again, Big Dom He's going to lead the team to the promised land. He's going to get a Super Bowl out of Jalen Hurts. But not if Dak has something to say about it.
I think he does. Really I think Dallas wins this game.
You think so?
Yep.
Yeah, their defense is good. But, I mean, it's the Eagles. They just took a really heartbreaking loss. Like, who has more to play for?
Jalen's still not healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's a big issue.
I think, look, as much as I love Jalen Hurts and as good as the Eagles really are when they're healthy.
Oh, yeah, the Eagles ran a tush push with Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jalen Hurts being like they had to put him back on the field because they just couldn't generate offense without him. But I don't know. Yeah, with Jalen Hurts not being healthy, do they sit him? I mean, they've already got 10 wins. Just let him get healthy.
They're not going to.
I don't think Jalen wants to sit.
No, he won't.
But Jalen never do that. It's in Dallas. They're 6-0 at home this season. All right, to be decided. You like the Cowboys in this one?
I do.
Okay. Explain.
I just think, look, they played them close last time when they played, right? In Philly. Jalen's hurt. The Eagles have kind of been sputtering. Now,
their secondary is a problem.
Yes. And CeeDee Lamb has been on fucking fire.
Yeah.
And Dak has been playing really good. Yes. Traditionally, you'd think, okay, Eagles, great team, top-tier team in the NFL, coming off a bad loss, natural rebound spot. But coming off a bad loss, they're going away to Dallas, a team who's hot right now. I think it's really close, but I think at the end of the day, I think Dallas just – I mean, obviously, they score more, they win, but I think they just score too much for Philly to be able to keep up with them.
Yeah, with how good Dak's played and how good like the team. I mean,
they're going to torch Philly secondary.
Maybe, I don't know. I can never just believe in I can believe in them if they're playing a bad team. If they eat up shitty teams.
Yeah,
like they've been doing it for the past 2 seasons. They play a shitty team. They absolutely just like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Jameis dub. Yeah, but they're playing up against a good team in the Eagles. Are the Eagles a good team? They're a good team.
The Eagles are a very good team.
Yeah. So that, I mean, I don't know.
I don't think Dallas can be able to.
They did it last year.
They did.
But that was when Minshew was playing.
Yes.
For the Eagles.
But look, this is Dallas at home. They're playing a team that's kind of reeling right now. Should be a natural spot for Philly to punch back, and I could easily see Philly winning this game. It's just my gut's telling me Dallas.
Man, my gut's telling me Big Dom is going to lead the Eagles to a win.
That's just because you're Italian.
Yeah, is there something wrong with that? I got to support the family. All right, fine. You know what? We're moving on. Titans, Dolphins. Dolphins are going to win this game.
Hey, yeah. Dolphins are going to win this game. Packers, Giants. Packers are going to win this game.
Not if Tommy DeVito has something to say about it.
Tommy DeVito could say a lot about it, and they're still going to lose.
What, you think Jordan Love is just some special Messiah that's going to carve up? No,
not yet. He's not. He truly isn't. He's
Giants defense is good, and so is Tommy DeVito. I mean, if you lose, okay, so if the Packers like realistically lose to the Giants, are you going to be upset?
Yeah.
Why? That's a fun loss. You lost to Tommy DeVito. That's an
embarrassing loss. Now, look, the Packers are the youngest team in football. Naturally, games are going to happen where they slip up, right?
They beat the Commanders, and then they went on to beat the Patriots. Tommy DeVito played well in both, and Jalen Hyatt looked good.
Are you impressed?
Yeah, I think Brian Daboll's a good coach. I think he's going to have something planned to keep it close. I don't know if I still trust this Packers team. I'm trying to talk myself out of it.
You just hate the Packers.
Touche.
Look.
Touche.
Like I said, Packers are the youngest team in football. Naturally, it's going to happen. They're going to fuck themselves over and lose a game. But the team is playing really well. They're really came together. They're playing tough, hard-nosed football. Yeah, while we're going to be out
against a Matt Nagy-led offense.
Now, while we're gonna beat the fucking Lions too. All right, I want you fucking and the Chargers.
Lions are kind of stumbling.
Stop. All right, stop it. You're just trying to poke holes in my team. All right, we're cheese. We already got holes in us.
Well, I'm
right?
trying to because they've looked really well, and it's kind of scaring me.
Look, there's going to be a natural slip up. The Packers aren't going to run the table. They're not going to win out. I don't think. They're going to lose the game. I hope it's not the Vikings. And God damn it, if it's the Bears, I'll kill myself. But they're not losing to the Giants.
I'm taking Giants plus 6.5.
I don't hate that.
I might change that to the Giants winning outright.
Look, it's a natural spot, right? Packers just had the biggest one of their season. Most of these kids, it's the biggest one of their lives in the NFL on Sunday Night Football to beat the defending Super Bowl champions, to then go on another primetime game back-to-back weeks and then go play in MetLife. It could happen. I don't think it happens. I'd be pretty pissed if it did. But, again, I don't think the Packers lose this game.
Yeah.
I don't think they blow them out, but I don't think they lose.
Yeah. The Packers have played really well. Jordan Love's looked really good.
They've played their best football in 2 years.
They've opened the offense for him. So now
they've opened it, but Matt LaFleur's made it really simple for him.
Yeah.
Which is what you want.
Has he made it simple for him because he's dumb?
No, he's made it simple for him so he can progress in a linear scale.
Okay, that's the answer that, of course, a Packers fan would say.
What Jordan would say? Oh, Jordan Love stinks. I mean, that's what you prefer.
Yeah, that's what I think. But it's not true. He's played really fucking good. And then their young core, like their young players have played really well, which is, if you're a Packers fan, that's what you want. So.
And the thing that surprised me the most, our defense has held the last 8 teams to under 24 points. We've been without so many starters on defense consistently.
Yeah, you got Rashawn Gary, and he's playing.
Yeah,
really, he's played better for the Packers this season than he did all of his Michigan time.
Yeah.
So, like,
Rashawn Gary's that dude, man.
Yeah,
he's that dude. You want to get into our NFL picks real quick? You want to go through and pick each game, like we did last week?
Oh. Okay, let's see. The Pittsburgh just made things interesting.
Oh shit, they did. They did.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. What is first game that we'll be picking is Bucks Falcons. What are you thinking?
I know the Bucks just won that game, and I love Baker. He did announce that he's having a baby, so I'm banking on that. NFL receivers, whenever the baby's been born, is usually the time to bet on the team or to bet on the player.
Yeah.
I can't pick against Baker. I'm going with the Bucks.
You going with a win, cover, or what?
I'm going with a win.
All right. I'm gonna take them to cover.
I know
it's only 2.5, so
yeah,
I'll take them to cover, and it's kind of a backdoor. I think they'll win, but
their team stinks. They Todd Bowles, great defensive coordinator, not a good head coach. I don't know. This could be one where we're surprised. Atlanta's probably a better football team.
Yeah. But all around, I certainly think Atlanta's the better team.
All right, I'm going to take the Bucks. That might be a bad pick, but I'm going with it.
I don't think so. What about Colts Bengals? I'm going to take the Colts to win.
Yeah, I think the Colts win this game. But I like Jake Browning. I like what I've seen out of him so far. Fun story. Fun guy to watch. But that's the thing. Okay, so here's how I see it with the Bengals. A lot of people, you lose your starting quarterback, and then early in the season when it's already been kind of like a rough season, and then the team, you would think, okay, now they're just tanking, like season's over. That's a fan's perspective. That's not a team perspective. I think the team, they've got a lot of good players and they still have a lot to play for.
Yeah.
Like, they're still going to try to make the playoffs. They're going to play hard. Zach Thomas, like, he's a good coach. He's shown it. I think he's going to simplify things a little bit. He's not going to have Tyler Boyd throwing an interception to Josh Allen again.
Oh, that was so bad.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
I think this is the same position for both teams where it's like, all right, you've got a great coach that wants the team to play hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to take the Colts to win this game.
Okay. I like it.
But I do like the Bengals. Like, I like that they went out, played a playoff team the way that they did. They got a very good young core of players.
They do. They do. It's got to be exciting to be a Cincinnati fan. I mean, obviously, they were just in the Super Bowl 2 years ago and then very close last year.
And then for it to happen in Duval,
yeah.
I mean, that's got to be heartbreaking for Jacksonville fans. Like, that was a scary injury when it happened in real time. Good thing it's only just a high ankle sprain, one of the worst.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it looked. I mean, it could have been worse.
It could have been worse. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Okay. What's the next game we got here? Browns Jags. Wait, yeah, Browns Jags.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Browns to win.
They're favored, right?
They are favored. Yes, by 3.
You know what? I'm going to wait because I got to look at the injury report for that game for the Browns.
Pussy.
I didn't get a chance to look at it.
I haven't looked at it either. But, everyone's hurt for the Browns. But, it's the Browns defense versus C.J. Beathard.
Yeah, that's true. Unless Doug Peterson, he's done it with a backup before.
He has done it with a backup before, but
people forget.
Look, so the Browns injury report
as of
now is Kareem Hunt, DTR, Mark Cooper, Cam Mitchell, and Denzel Ward.
Now, are they out or?
Kareem Hunt, DTR, Mark Cooper, and Denzel Ward are all questionable. Cam Mitchell's on IR.
Okay. So, the Browns to win this game.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Browns to win the game because they got Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Because Amari Cooper should be playing. Like, he was out last week, I think.
Yes.
So, yeah, I like the Browns in this one.
Me as well. Texans, Jets. I'm taking the Texans to cover 3.5.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Unless Zach Wilson has like another crazy game like he did against the Chiefs, like in the second half. You just like rooting for guys to fail, don't you?
Yes.
Well, I hope Jordan Love fails, and I hope they sell the Packers team. Because fuck you, and fuck Packers.
That's not nice. I would never say anything bad about your shitty Bears.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Jets defense is still really good.
They are. But the question we've posed, have they given up?
They didn't look like they gave up. I know. Okay, have they given up or did they just play the Falcons?
Fair.
Because 13-8, I mean, that's nothing to,
Yeah.
It's nothing to gloat about. It's nothing to come your trousers for.
I mean, hey,
But, maybe.
There's a lot of reasons to do that.
I think, okay, so what I said about the Bengals, about how they still have, like, a lot to play for, like, they want to prove, like, that they're still, like, a team,
Yeah.
I don't know if I feel the same way for the Jets.
I don't.
Like, dude, it literally does seem like they play so hard in the first half, and then the second half, it just goes to shit.
It's I think Sauce and the Jets have been hanging out with that fucking Buffalo Wild Wings Buffalo a little bit too much.
Yeah. Maybe they need to look at getting new players. If you're not going to play hard on the season, even though everything is going to shit, you still got to go out there. Still got to.
Fair enough.
So
your job. What do you think, though? Texans win, cover?
I think the Texans win, and I think they cover.
Yeah. Let's see. What is the next game here? Rams and Baltimore. I'm going to take the Rams to cover. What is it, 7.5?
That's what I'm taking.
Yeah.
I like the Rams. I like the Rams to cover. I like Sean McVay. Matthew Stafford is still a really good quarterback.
He is, man. And when he's on, he's pretty good.
Puka hurt some ribs. He did hurt his ribs.
Yeah.
So I think I mean, he played.
Is Cooper Kupp still hurt?
No, he played.
I thought so.
Yeah. They've still, I mean, I like the Rams to cover in this game.
Did you see Sean McVay when they asked why he let Kyron Williams score that last touchdown? And he was like, it's on my fantasy team.
Yep. Yeah, he's a football guy.
Yeah, no, the Rams should win. Or not win. Baltimore should win, but the Rams should cover this game. They've been really hot lately.
I'm pretty sure Sean McVay and the team are looking at the Ravens' record against NFC teams with Lamar Jackson. He's 18-1 in his career. They may want to make that 18-2.
They might.
Who was the one NFC team that beat the Ravens? I'm going to look that up. Jamie, can you look that up for me?
I'm looking at it right now.
It was the Giants.
Yep, at MetLife. 24-20.
Yeah, Tommy DeVito.
No, it was not.
If anybody could do it, it's Tommy.
Yeah.
And it could be Sean McVay and the Rams.
It could be Sean McVay and the Rams.
I don't think they win, though. The Ravens are really good, and I think they are playing for that 1 seed. Because right now they are the 1 seed, and they know it. Mm-hmm. You get that bye. I don't know. I like the Rams to cover, though.
Yeah. Bears, Lions. I'm taking Lions to win. They'll probably cover, but I'm not going to go that far. Look, Bears played them close, really fucking close last time. I think the Bears have a pretty good shot at covering.
Their rookie right tackle saved the cover.
Yeah.
So MVP, shout out Darnell Wright.
Look, you're right. As much as I hate to admit, the Bears defense has been playing pretty good as of late. They got a lot of young guys that.
That's why they have a problem on their hands. Like they might keep Eberflus.
Yeah.
They might give him another season. Like, hey, we're not going to go through this ridiculous coaching cycle that that the team has gone through for a long time.
I'm all in favor of giving the coach a little bit of time to figure it out. You can't expect it to be turned around in 2-3 years. You have to give them time. It's just
especially if they start winning.
Yeah.
Poles has done everything correct.
I think as long as you see consistent improvement.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be wins and losses.
Maybe they're peaking at the right time.
The quality of the way the team plays, I think it means a lot more than just their wins and losses.
Yeah. See, I don't know how I feel now because after they beat the Vikings, I mean, it's so fun having that like top 5 spot. You have the number 1 pick, and then you have the potential to have a number, like you have a top 5 pick, 2 top 5 picks. Mm-hmm. That's so fun, you know. It's like giving a piece of chocolate. It's like giving a piece of chocolate to the toddler.
That's how the Texans must have felt last year when they tried to back up.
Yeah.
To go C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, that's got to be a pretty good feeling. Especially now.
And I think Will Anderson, although it was a rough stretch for few weeks, he's gotten better.
He has gotten better.
They need just one more elite interior lineman and maybe a linebacker.
Danny Stutzman.
I think he would fit well in DeMeco Ryan's defensive scheme.
Mm-hmm.
But they'd probably use him primarily as like a run stopper or like a pass rusher.
Yeah.
Because he's got the speed and the size.
Mm-hmm. I forget how big Danny is. He's a big 6'4". Dude. Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
He if he was bigger, not taller, but bigger, he could be an edge rusher.
I think it would be worth it, like him going into the draft, because a lot of people are saying, no, you need one more year, and then you could potentially be a first-round pick. It'd be worth it if he was picked even in the 3rd round to the Texans.
Yeah. Look, Mike linebackers, we kind of talked about this. Mike linebackers, very rarely. We kind of saw a run of it, right? 2021, 2022, like a run of it where some of those guys went, like Devin Lloyd, Quay Walker, Kenneth Murray went a few years ago.
Roquan Smith.
In
2018.
Jack Campbell.
They're still important.
They are still very important, especially if you get one that's smart, because they can lead your defense. They're the quarterback of your defense. So I don't know, but I feel like you get a lot more value out of them in the 2nd and 3rd round.
Yeah.
Next game we have Saints Panthers.
I want the Bears to win.
Lions Bears.
Yeah. I kind of want to win this game now.
Do you really?
Yeah. like it's been fun having top. Like we'll still probably have another top 5. I mean, if the Cardinals can win some more games,
Yeah.
if Kyler Murray can please do that for me, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Go 5-12. That's fine, or 6-12 because you got to beat the Packers too. Like as a Bears fan, I'm saying that.
As a Packers fan, I'm saying that.
What's the next?
But you think the Bears? You think they win or do you think they cover?
3.5. Can they win? You know what? 24-21.
Lions.
Yeah. Or how about 25-22? Let's just make it weird.
It's more fun.
Yeah.
It's more fun that way.
Yeah, I think the Bears cover. They've been playing well.
They have been.
And so the Lions defense has not been good. And so that could be a good opportunity for Justin Fields to prove himself. Just simplify the game plan. No more screen passes.
Just protect him a little bit. Give him a little bit of time.
Yeah. And their line has played a lot better.
Yeah.
Like their offensive line, they're still rebuilding that. I can see them going for like
Darnell
a center.
Wright's definitely the dude.
Yeah. Darnell Wright, Jenkins.
Yeah. It's a good couple guys. We got Panthers Saints next. Saints win.
Against the Panthers?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Saints in this game too.
What about Vikings Raiders? I'm gonna take. Oh, also, by the way, sorry, I forgot. Saints win, but the under hits in that game.
Yeah.
My pick. Next game, Vikings Raiders. Again, I think the Vikings win. I think the under hits in that one as well.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this one.
Okay.
So, yeah, of course, the bias. I hate the Vikings, but the Raiders, like, they're a pretty good team. Yeah, they had a pretty bad loss to Kansas City, but that's a divisional opponent. They find your weakness.
They were up 14-0.
Yeah, hang the banner.
Hang the banner.
Hang the banner. But I like the Raiders in this one. I know Aiden O'Connell, quarterback, but I think the Vikings blitz a lot.
They do.
That may be a problem.
Very aggressive.
But you've got Devontae Adams. Just throw the ball to him. That's all you have to do.
Literally.
And then they got Josh Jacobs.
Jacoby Myers.
Yeah. So if they throw the blitz at you, just do a dump off to Josh Jacobs. Let him get the yards.
Run some little Texas routes or something into the flat,
Yeah. No, I like the Raiders in this one.
They also have Michael Mayer. I forget they have Michael Mayer there. Instead of real quiet rookie year.
Yeah. Ooh, wait a second. I think Jefferson's back. I think Justin Jefferson's coming back.
Is he?
That's a game time decision for me, but right now I like the Raiders in this one.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's not on the injury report.
Yeah. No, he was a full practice.
Oh.
But we gotta hurry up.
Never mind hitting that. We do have to hurry up. Seahawks 49ers. I'm taking the 49ers to cover.
Really?
10.5.
So
in a divisional game.
I kind of liked what I saw out of the Seahawks offense against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they're piecing things together. Their running back, not Walker, but the guy at UCLA.
Is that Charbonnet?
Charbonnet, yeah. Charbonnet, he could have a good game.
Good.
I liked what I saw out of the Seahawks. Even though they ended up losing the game, like, I don't know. I know it's the 49ers and they're hot right now.
It's a Pete Carroll team, man. You can never count them out too much.
I'm going to take the 49ers to win. Like, they're going to, yeah. Well, I don't know. The 49ers are probably going to cover. I think I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Just the way that they're playing. But it is the Legion of Spoon.
It is.
So that's going to be tough. I mean, you're not going to be able to, like, throw, the short, intermediate, Deebo Samuels takes it 45 yards himself.
Yeah.
Because their defensive backs, they hit.
They do.
Tyreek Woolen's kind of struggled a little bit this season. Like, he's been hurt. So
yeah.
that could be.
Trey Brown's played really well.
Yeah. So he's played well. Whenever he's out there, he looks good. They interchange him. Like, they put him either in Witherspoon's spot or Woolen's spot. Because I've never seen Woolen, like, it's usually like your starting like core for that defensive backfield is usually Witherspoon and Woolen, and then sometimes they sprinkle in Trey Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I would not be surprised if the Seahawks covered.
I wouldn't either, but as hot as the Niners have been,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm feeling a Niners cover here. We got Chiefs Bills next. I think the Chiefs just win straight up.
Really?
Yeah, it's a 1.5 point spread. You could easily say they cover.
Yeah, I'm done.
I think it's a close game, but I think they definitely win at least.
I picked the Bills to beat the Eagles, and that was like what, a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm done with the Bills.
Broncos Chargers. I'd take the Broncos to win that one.
Yeah, I think the Broncos win. I think the Chargers cover though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think I bet that's gonna go up. I bet. Oh, Chargers are favored.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I think the Broncos cover. I thought it said that because I think this is going to be a close game.
I like that more as a Broncos cover than a win outright. I do agree because it is the Chargers. Something could always happen.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think the Broncos are going to win this game. Like with the way they played, they had a tough opponent. It didn't look good to start the game.
Yeah.
Against the Texans, but the Texans are a really good team.
They are.
So, and they got a lot to play for because now they could potentially win the division and make the playoffs. So, yeah, I think they beat the Chargers.
Gotcha. Eagles, Cowboys. I said it earlier. Taking the Cowboys to win, man.
Okay. I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to take the Eagles.
I don't like picking that star, but God damn it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling. You're taking the Eagles, though?
Yeah. I mean, the Cowboys are they're playing really well. But, I mean, look at who they've played so far. If they can beat the Eagles, good for them. They've done it before. I mean, they did it last season.
It's a divisional opponent.
Where it was, 1-1. I may switch that. That may be something I switch. So
don't set it in stone.
But right now, I currently like the Eagles. Yeah. Like, I just think as a team,
we got to rebound at some point, right? Play a really clean game. It's just Jalen's injury, not as bad as they've been. They're still 10-2, but they're not playing like a 10-2 team would be.
Yeah. Or are we just saying that because they played the Niners last week?
I'm not. I've been feeling that way the last couple of weeks. I said it last week. It's hard to pick against the Eagles because they just keep winning. But, you were kind of looking for that maybe moment. I feel like that may be what it was.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think I'm still going to take the Eagles.
Yeah. Giants, Packers. I'm taking the Packers to win.
I'm going to take the Giants to cover.
Yeah.
I still like their defense.
I don't hate that pick, honestly. I really don't. I could definitely see the Giants covering in that game. Like I said, the Packers
it's
as
a stretch,
as they are. It is a stretch.
The Packers have been playing really good football.
They've been scoring a lot of points too. But the thing with the Packers is when you have a team that's that young, especially on offense against a veteran defense and the Giants, they're gonna fuck up every now and then.
Yeah. I think it's going to be really ugly, like in the first half. Like the Packers, it's going to be one of those like the line can't contain. Like
you're just like
the
what
Giants
the
offense. Yeah. It's going to be like Tommy DeVito under stress, can't get the ball out of his hands because the pass rush is getting to him, and then they just figure out a way.
Hey, if AJ Dillon keeps running the ball like he has been, he's looked good, man. He gets better when it gets colder. So, did you see what he said on Sunday Night Football? Quad Squad University.
Oh. No, I didn't get to watch it, remember? I didn't get to watch
that's right.
The intro. But no, I'm gonna take the Giants to cover.
Gotcha. And then the last game, Dolphins, Titans. Dolphins favored by 13.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna take them to cover.
It's gonna be like that for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Like anytime you have it in an offense with Tyreek Hill, who should win MVP this season.
You think he breaks Megatron's record?
He's got a real shot. Yeah.
He's on pace for 2,000.
Yeah. So just keep throwing the ball to him.
They're going to have to throw it to him. Do you see that one pass, Tua just laid up like a duck and Tyreek just ran under it and took it to the house.
He's so. They have so many. Like they've got the fastest guys. Like it's between them and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Like on. Like.
Do you think they win or cover?
I think they cover.
Yeah. I like it. Well,
you got anything else?
I am all good. I just can't wait. Look, I get a few weeks off, not from work. I still have to work, unfortunately, but no homework. Took care of finals.
Got Army, Navy.
Threes. We do have Army, Navy this weekend. We got the holidays coming up. Celebrate Christmas. Christmas is coming up. Time to see some family.
Yeah, we need to do these earlier next week.
I'm so tired.
Yeah,
I'm so tired. But yeah,
let's try to shoot for earlier next week.
Yeah, definitely. Probably about 6:30 or 7, somewhere around there. But that'll do it for me. I think that'll do it for us. Pigskin Podcast, episode 17. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you agree with our picks, and let us know if there's anything that you think we should talk about. But I think that's going to do it. We should get this up tomorrow. I'm going to let this run there and get it going, so it should post tomorrow. That'll be Friday, December 8th. But other than that, let's have a fucking weekend.